Good morning. My name is Shannon Levengood. I'm one of the general superintendents here in Atlanta. And I wanted to talk to you this morning quickly about a close call incident we had in Charlotte, North Carolina last week with one of our lifting containers. What had happened is they were about to pick the container off of the flatbed with the crane when one of the crew members hooked this rotary lifting lug up to the spreader bar. The lifting lug came dislodged from the Connex, which should never happen. These are a fixed item on the Connex and should always remain inside the Connex. They're never designed for our application to ever come out. I've got one out to show you guys just for visual purposes how these things go in and out. So you've got the tow head part of this that will go inside of the Connex base, and then the cross pin turns and locks that down into place. On every one of our Connexes, there's a 1" by 1" piece of flat stock that the tow head rests on that is welded onto the bottom of the Connex. That prevents the lifting lug from ever turning and coming out like it did last week. So a couple of quick things we wanted to make sure that everybody on the job site is looking for as these come out to the job site is to do a quick visual inspection of all four corners, all four of these rotary lifting lugs before you fly a Connex. So if you look right inside the base of the Connex, there's going to be a hole in the base. You are able to quickly see the flat stock and the weld that is in there holding the rotary lifting lug in place and preventing it from turning and coming out. So obviously look at each one of those to make sure that's good. And then you'll come around here. You want to make sure that the cross pin is parallel to the base of the Connex. If it's ever up the other way, that's a quick visual cue that something's wrong. It should never be that way. It always needs to be parallel. Another quick thing to look at is this set screw. It needs to be in place, backed out just a little bit like this one, so that it prevents this nut from ever backing off. So another thing we want to look at is any kind of degradation, cracks, anything that doesn't look right on this lifting lug. We would need to flag that and hold up on the lift if we've seen anything wrong. These things have a 33,600 pound lifting capacity, and we have 4 of them on the Connex, so it's more than enough to handle any of the loads we're putting on it. The message we wanted to get out to you guys this morning is to make sure that we're looking at these things when they come out onto the job site. It's a quick visual inspection, and it's going to keep our crews safe. So I appreciate your time this morning, and have a good, safe day.